Hello? Hindi ko sure kung mag-mic ako, so wag na lang.
Hindi ko sure, pero rinig niyo naman ako hanggang sa likod. Yes, okay. So, this is my question for the day, as said by Sir. What if my mother liked what I was wearing today? And first, I'd like to thank our first three speakers kasi they saved me a lot of time since a lot of the things we discussed are all related to each other. So, just like what they did in the previous speeches, I would also like to ask you guys a few questions. So looking back at the clothes you wore as a child, would you wear them now? Siyempre hindi naman yun kasya sa atin, di ba? Pero yung sinasabi ka lang yung general style. So, sa inyo ba, would you wear it? Would you wear it? Same style naman. So karamihan sa atin hindi na. Second question is, who prepared your clothes as a child? So taas kamay kung yung nanay nyo. Yes. Halos lahat, no? Hindi yung nanay nyo. Wow, okay. So ayun, majority naman is yung nanay nila yung nag-prepare ng clothes nila as a child. But that was the same for me. My mother was the one who prepared my clothes as a child, and she would often dress me up in this pink skirt with this giant headband and these clips na may malaking star. At ayaw na ayaw ko yun. And just to give a better visualization of that, sana kita niyo yung mukha ko. You can really see which outfit I like. I was very displeased about this one. Sana kita niyo yung mukha. Pero ayun, saya-saya ko mag-pants. So, good for her. But as I grew up, of course, it wasn't just about my clothes, which I didn't like. It was also about the things that people would tell me. Particularly my mother, my parents, well, yung mga tita ko, yung, ayun nga, kababae mong tao, ganun ka mukha. Tapos minsan yung sinasabi din sa akin, oh my gosh, you're so pretty, you should wear dresses more. That was only after they forced me to wear this. And then I never wore this after that. But of course, syempre hindi naman tayo lahat ganun yung pinagdaanan. Meron din yung mga katulad nung nasabi ni Carl, yung kalalaki mong tao, ba't ka umiiyak, and so on and so forth. So, as I grew up, I kept hearing these different things. But eventually, I also met people and I learned different things na yung mga sinasabing ko, tapos yung mga ginagawa ko, wala naman mali sa akin. Na ayokong mag-dress, or ganito ka magpapal. Magpapasok na ako, mamadali na ako sa palma ko. And I realized that to overcome these gender stereotypes enforced in me, I must first deconstruct my notions of what gender and identity is. So, let's start with gender stereotypes. Siyempre, alam naman natin yung mga gender roles and gender stereotypes that we encounter in our daily lives. And according to Stockholm in 2006, na pati sa daily conversations natin, nadadala natin, kahit di naman natin napapansin. Example, sabihin ko, ay, alam niyo ba may kilala akong domestic helper, nasa US siya. Visualize niyo, yung domestic helper. Babae ba yung naiisip niyo? Yes. Okay, yes. That's okay. Kasi hindi niyo naman namamalayan o hindi niyo naman napansin na babae yung naisip niyo. You mean no ill intent with it. But it's just how we've been socialized, which has affected what we think. And aside from these daily conversations in our daily living, we also have the media, which, sabi ni Shara in 2013, it plays a role in our perspective of what a woman and a man should be by the way that they represent what a woman and a man should be. So, example of this, ang kanta ni Avril Lavigne. He was a boy, she was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious? He was a punk, and she did ballet. What more can I say? Well, what if she was a punk, and he did ballet? What more would I be saying? Nothing. Because there's no right or wrong way to be who you are. Kasi, kung titignan naman natin, we shouldn't be limited to what society expects of us. We shouldn't be limited to these gender stereotypes that everyone tries to impose. In fact, we should celebrate ourselves. We should be free to express ourselves, regardless if this aligns with what society expects of us or not. Kasi kahit naman tayo lahat may differences tayo. But despite these differences, we still have our similarities, no matter how far we are from each other, whether it's race that divides you, or it's your class, your program in UP, we're all similar in some way. And in that way, our experiences, they intersect. This is what is intersectionality. And there are many movements that try to explain this. One of them is intersectional feminism. Hindi ko ito ina-lecture, so huwag kayong matakot. Nasabi lang naman nito na ang oppression at ang ang inequality, hindi lang siya tungkol sa gender. Because that's what you first hear when you think about feminism, right? Intersectional feminism tells us that it's not just about that. Inequalities also reflect not just gender, but also race, nationality, and class. And all of these aren't isolated, but they are also interrelated with each other. All of our sufferings from society, they all interrelate. And so, at this point, you might still have some questions about it. Kasi ang laki-laki na nga ng parang wow movement agad. So first, what if I don't feel restricted or affected? Well, maybe this could also be a point of reflection for you. Like, what kind of environment did you grow up in? Was your environment particularly accepting of you? Was this environment too influential on you? That's something to think about. And the second one is, what's in it for me? Why should I be joining this type of thing or doing this type of advocacy? Well, it's because we are all affected by these gender stereotypes in some way, and our first three speakers can attest to that, I'm sure. Na kahit naman kung sino ka man, we're all affected by these gender stereotypes or other stereotypes that society tries to impose on us. And third, you could also say na, okay lang naman yan, hindi ko naman ginajudge yung ibang tao. That being non-judgmental is enough. Pero gaya nga ng sinasabi nila, tolerance is not acceptance, and indifference does not equate to solidarity. Kasi, if we want to create a safe space for ourselves where we can feel free, and we want to create that space for other people also, then shouldn't we first understand ourselves and understand what kind of space it is we want to create? So, with this, I found my safe space in the people who are important to me, my family, my friends, and my girlfriend. So, let's start with my family. Siyempre sila yung nag-introduce sa akin ng gender stereotypes. Pero, eventually, they also learned to accept me somehow since I'm wearing things like this today and they don't really say a lot anymore. And I also have my friends who all express themselves in different ways, but they all just do that by themselves, and they allow me to express myself too. And of course, to my girlfriend, who has made me realize that pretty doesn't mean feminine, because that's what I hated. I hated being called pretty because I was just wearing a dress. She made me realize that pretty is just pretty, and it doesn't need to be me in a dress. It can just be me today. And I'm very thankful for that, because now I realize, you know, maybe I could wear a dress, but like once every 10 years. So let's have some close look, shall we? So my question today was, what if my mother liked what I was wearing today? So I actually asked her today if she liked what I was wearing. I asked her what I looked like. Ito yung sabi niya. So at kadami mo mat today at make sure ako. Sabi niya, you're so pretty, bebe. O, diba? She called me pretty. My mother called me pretty. Oh my God. Mana daw ako sa kanya. And I actually think that's true. I do think I look pretty today. And my girlfriend also tells me I look pretty today. Even on the days na napapagkamalan ako na, ay ano po sa inyo sir, dun sa area 2. I still get called pretty too. So, with that, today, I feel pretty. In front of you, as myself, as the young woman in her 20s, a lesbian, who is not gonna wear a dress to this speech, and instead is wearing her mother's old shirt. And in that same way, my mother used to wear this shirt. But she wasn't me, she was herself. She was a feminine, heterosexual woman who was probably working somewhere in an office in Manila. And despite that, we both have our own differences. And yet we are both women who express ourselves in our own ways. And so, I would like to say that we are all different. I'm different from my mother, I'm different from you. But I hope that one day, or maybe today, we can start accepting ourselves and embracing ourselves, despite the very, very many barriers that are in front of us. Thank you.